Name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Brianna, 26.
There he is at the tits again.
My eyes are...
Oh, she calls him on it.
Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Bullshit!
Women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Don't do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Here we go.
Don't do too much.
You know, I don't like that.
Yeah,
That's
she's
all
calling
I'm
him on it.
looking at you trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not
eyes.
what it is.
That's
No, I was
all
looking at the hair on your
Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much,
Well,
though.
you're not qualified, baby.
Alright,
So that's
cool.
all good.
Catty with me, you a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not.
Ain't no way.
They made memes. They made memes of him dressed as a Ninja Turtle. It went viral. It's a Ninja Turtle. There it is. Okay. All right, here we go. You guys enjoy. So, it's a couple guys reacting. I've been too lazy to look up the original video and try to like watch it on stream or edit it because I don't know how long it is. But this is like a 20-minute video where they've edited it down. So it's a couple guys reacting to a little show on YouTube called The Balloon. Pop the Balloon. Have you heard of that show?
No.
All right, I'm gonna set the stage. I'm gonna set the stage for what this is.
Is this some Elsa Gate type shit,
No,
dog?
no. I'm gonna set the stage for what this is first. So they bring out a guy on this show. They bring out a guy. Don't ruin it, Katie. I'm sure you've seen it. He went viral. But they bring out a guy on this show. And they do a bunch of episodes on it, but this particular episode went viral. They bring out a guy, and they have 5 girls lined up, and they're all holding a balloon. And he's supposed to, talk to the girls. And if the girls are interested in it, if they're interested in him, if they like what they see, and they're asking this guy questions, and they like who he is, then they keep their balloon. If the girl is not interested in him, for whatever reason, she pops her balloon. And when the balloon is popped, the host will take the guy over and ask the girl why she popped her balloon. What about him didn't you like? What went wrong? So he can learn what he's doing wrong or, try to help the guy out. And this guy walks out and half of them pop their balloons immediately. And his responses to all of them rejecting him, it goes off the rails so fucking fast. But yeah, check it out. Here we go. We'll start it. I've set the stage. It's whatever you think, it's probably worse. Here we go. Right, YouTube ads because I don't have ad blocker on Discord.
Okay. You see the way he walked?
He's got some early Mike Tyson energy.
You know when women just assume you got bad intentions? This is the face they talk about. This is the face that they be seeing when they're walking down the street. They're like, oh, I know he's creeping. This is why they be defensive. Because if a motherfucker walks you, he's not here to ask you for directions.
Nope. You know I'm an old geezer because I look at this man and I'm like, ooh, this man is up to no good.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, and
There
what do
you
you
go.
do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a woman that's not promiscuous and has a career going for herself.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, being promiscuous.
It's just the same thing over again.
I mean, obviously he's had a problem with
Someone who's
this.
attractive.
Oh man, it gets so much.
Not a criminal. What's some deal breakers?
Someone that's
Someone
not...
who's ugly.
Don't worry.
and-
I'm seeing how long it'll take you to figure this guy out. By the way, I'm pretty good read. I figured this dude out immediately.
Let's do back to back.
He did everything I thought he would do.
Don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
Okay. All right. So
I've
we
met
did
dudes
get
like
a
him.
pop balloon. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and go on over there.
She
and see what's
already
going
popped
on.
one.
Yes.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
They pop the balloon basically to say they're not interested.
Popping the balloon popper. Got you. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you. And I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show, you know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual.
No, it's not.
That's okay. That's okay.
This man does not handle rejection well.
I mean,
oh, don't worry.
when
He
you-
ain't done.
No, there's a nuance. If I say the feeling is mutual.
That's like when a girl rejects a guy and he's like, well, you a fat bitch anyway. And it's like, wait, but you were attracted to this fat bitch a minute ago. Yeah, it's that. It's fucking that.
I think you're reading too hard.
No, he's not.
Right,
Watch. He did exactly what I thought he would do.
That's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
You know.
Oh, the added comment.
Thank you, Queen.
Nice.
Thank you, Queen.
Definitely, it could have been. The feeling is mutual.
By the way,
mutual,
anytime you hear a guy doing the Queen thing, thank you, Queen. All right, Queen. That is the black person equivalent of the old Southern lady going, oh, bless her heart. Oh, bless it. It's the nice way of insulting someone. Oh, and there's a pop. It's a chain reaction.
Hi, my name is Tara. I'm 22.
Okay, and why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made.
Oh my God, YouTube. It's been 30 seconds.
What do you call a fake pizza?
Didn't really. I like a more humble
Oh, there's another
person.
one.
That's the one that responds. So, defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really necessarily like
That's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just all I can do is be honest.
I mean,
you know,
yeah, be honest,
I
be your
came
authentic
over
self.
here to,
That's okay.
to find a match.
Sure.
That wasn't matching. That's
Sure, I
all.
mean-
The match wasn't matching.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She all right. You know, you're not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No
You know,
disrespecting.
but if I seen you in public, I wouldn't.
You don't have to go all that.
Yep, he's
Like,
go.
you do it a bit too
I don't
much.
mean to be disrespectful.
say,
Is the black person equivalent of I ain't racist, but he's about to say the most disrespectful shit.
Hey, listen.
Like when a white guy says I'm not racist, he's about to say something racist.
And we did get a pop balloon over
And that's
here.
exactly
Your
what he
name and
did.
age and
Oh my God!
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I pop my balloon
Straight up
because I
staring
feel
at her
like
tits.
You could be a tad bit disrespectful, like how you, like, I don't know, arrogant, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voicing my opinion is not arrogant. You know,
The way you did it
asked me
is.
if she would be a good fit for me. If I like what I see, you know, it's contrary to the truth. So
course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see. That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But you
That's
did
all,
me a
Queen.
favor as well.
Yeah.
This man cannot handle rejection.
Looking them up and down, like, thank you.
And he's staring at their tits when he talks to him.
You know what? It makes me think of church.
Yeah, Queen.
It makes me think of church.
What do you mean?
Where they say something super shady, but they end it with like a nice word.
Bless yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
your heart.
That's what I said earlier. Yes, bless all. Yeah.
That's what
It's a black version of that.
Yes, Queen. I'm glad we not together. Yes,
You're
Queen.
respectfully being disrespectful. Yep.
I think it's just disrespect, but okay.
No, it is. It is. No. It is. The end result is disrespect.
It's a pile of doo doo
Covered in gold.
in a Hallmark card.
Still a pile of doo-doo.
Exactly.
I pray for you, Abba.
Yes.
I pray for you, boo boo.
What I have to say is,
You need
it's
Jesus.
not what you say. This is what I mean by what I said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You
Yes.
could have rephrased a lot of the things that you have been saying to me as well as the other girls differently. But that's all I have to say.
But one thing about me is I'm not gonna change who I am
Of course.
to fit somebody
First of all-
else's liking. You know, I'm just gonna tell it how it is.
Bro,
if you're
you're-
not it, that's
First of
You
all,
have to change
I gotta
the
stop him there.
dispatch, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking-
everybody changes in a relationship. That's how you make a relationship work. That fucking arrogant attitude told me everything. That one statement right there told me
It's TBD. It's
everything.
TBD.
It told me everything I needed to know about that man. You're changing shit. All that shit you did when you were single, you can't do that anymore. That's what it means to be in a relationship. That's why it's called settling down. You're changing your behavior to have the girlfriend. That's the requirement needed to make a relationship work. Oh, remember how you used to cook dinner for one? Now you got to do it for two. Oh, you remember how you used to text girls all day, or you used to flirt with girls online? Oh, you can't do that shit anymore. There's a long list of shit you can't do anymore. You have to change your behavior, which is going to change your daily routine. You have to change the way you act. You can't catcall girls anymore. You can't walk around staring at girls' tits. You can't hit on girls all the time. Like there's a lot of shit you can't do now that you have a girlfriend. You're changing your behavior. You're changing your routines. You're not changing who you are, but you are becoming. That's why people in relationships often say, "I'm the best version of myself with her or with this person," because you're changing the way you act, hopefully for the better, to make the relationship work. It's not changing who you are as a person, but you are kind of becoming a different version of yourself in a relationship. Or at least you fucking should be. Just that one statement told me everything I needed to know about this man. But yeah, we about to get to the good reactions because he does not handle these rejections well. And he kind of does everything I thought he would do. It's what the girls do I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, if he wasn't on a show, I can only imagine how it would have went. But we'll see. We'll see. When it gets to the part, you tell me how you would have expected this man to react to certain things. I'll pause it when the certain things happen. Here we go.
It's not it. You know, the one that is it, I'm going to let it be known.
Okay.
You know, for surely, yes.
Respect.
For surely.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Brianna, 26.
There he is at the tits again.
My eyes are...
Oh, she calls him on it.
Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Bullshit!
Rag on the plate. Jesus. Where did that come from? That is going crazy.
Oh my god.
That is going crazy.
If I was
looking at the hair on your arms.
I need my helmet again. Oh my god. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop there. What do you think he meant by that? Why do you think he chose that? He chose to say that when he got caught looking at her, obviously her tits, but why do you think he went there with it? There is a reason. This is another one of those tail phrases.
Be an asshole and put them down.
Oh, it's kind of a put down, depending on how you want to look at it. I'll preface that statement before I go to where I think he was going with it, and judging by how this conversation goes, I think that's where he was going with it. It's the very indirect way. It's called a dog whistle. It's a very indirect way to say, you got man arms, you got man hands. I think you might be a dude. I think you're trans. He's trying to say she looks like a trans woman. That's the insinuation.
Dang, that's crazy.
Because that's also a meme. Is that, you know, trans women shave their legs. They do everything to, you know, try to pass as a woman, but they often forget their arms because men just never think about shaving their arms, and they used to be a man, and men have naturally hairier arms than women. So when he talks about, they also have bigger hands, you know, like that's why if you tell a girl she has man hands, or if you tell a girl she's got too much hair in places where women don't usually have hair, such as arms, face, etc., you're insinuating that you think she's a man or she's trans. Yeah. But yeah, this girl isn't as nice as the other two. She goes full black.
That was unnecessary.
You know, put on a helmet. Dude, YouTube's driving me insane with this. I forgot what YouTube's like without ad blocker. That many ads, dude, on a 20-minute video. It's insane.
Woke up again.
Oh my god.
I don't see
Only
any
to
ads.
choose violence.
If I was
It's
like,
making me
this
watch
dude
ads.
is a bit on something when he's like, yeah, whatever, you definitely did me a favor. It's
You
definitely
definitely did me a
mutual.
favor, yeah.
And then he pulls this. Now I'm just looking at the hairs on your arm. Wow.
First degree murder. Let's go.
Women I deal with, they don't have hair on their
Don't
arms.
do too much.
Hey, I'm just
Yep,
being
here we
honest.
go.
Don't do too much.
You know, I don't like that.
Yeah,
That's
she's
all
calling
I
him
was
on it.
looking at you trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not
eyes.
what it is.
That's
No, I was
all
looking at the
pointing
hair
out.
on your
Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much,
Well,
though.
you're not qualified, baby.
Alright,
So that's
cool.
all good.
All right, so did you see when she called him on and she did the black girl hand thing? And he looked away? and mumbled something, that's him restraining himself because he's on a show. How do you think he would have reacted to that in a real world situation with no one there to keep him in check? With no producers and security and all.
The shit out of her.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Good Lord, get this man off the stage.
Yo, it's getting saltier and saltier by the minute.
Yeah.
This guy is a bag of pretzel, dry and salty.
Let's get through this shit.
Okay.
Got another pop.
We do still have 3
Nah, you know what? These women are all else. I'm gonna say this. If you just watch a dude,
They ain't else. They're just trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, dude.
belligerent with women off of so little.
They just play in the game. They're on a game show. They're playing the game. That's all.
Like, oh my God, I never saw it coming. No, bitch. You saw it coming. You just didn't care because you thought he was cute. And some of you motherfuckers think
I don't know how you
somebody.
think he's cute.
Don't be
but
feeling bad
alright.
for some people.
I mean, he's
But
buff.
all of
I'll
the
give him
flags
that.
are the people they about to date is a
Buff
piece of
don't
shit,
mean
but
cute.
They ignore it. Same with dudes.
Quasimodo
You see
was
a really hot
fucking
girl
buff.
Popping Instagram and all this other shit going on. They be like, oh man, she gonna be the one for me. Turn out she's just there for your cheddar. It's like, bro, y'all gotta take some accountability. 3 women kept that. This dude was unnecessary. I didn't think the women said anything crazy. The dude cost out. And I'm like, at first I was like, okay, one off. This dude did with every girl. How do you think he's gonna react to you when things don't go well in your relationship? And the camera's not there. And you guys are alone.
Yep.
That's the real lesson in all this.
But we'll see if they learn it.
Isn't even him. It's the 3 women who didn't pop their balloons.
It ain't over yet.
Yeah. Let's keep watching.
But she looking like you gonna pop? Okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
By the way, the one in pink could get it.
Girl in pink.
That's the.
Shout out to you.
You walked away from the ledge.
It's the.
Girl in blue looked like she's
the
thinking
best one
about
up
it. The
there.
girl in the black thinks she might go all the way. She not even holding the pin. She like what she see.
All right.
And I think he agrees with me because he just realized the best one just popped
Jacqueline,
hers.
I'm 25.
He's super
I
salty
pop
on this
because
one.
I have hair on my arms.
My girl is out. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Hey, just because you got hair on your arms, that's okay though, Queen. You look phenomenal.
Oh, he's still trying. He's still trying. He's not getting the message. That was called sarcasm, you dumb fuck. She's clowning on
That
you.
just proves that he wasn't actually mad about the hair on the arms. He was just salty because the girl gave him the tat. His girl's like, "Why you looking at my titties?" And he's like, "Oh, let me just roast her."
Yo, this guy is, yo, wow.
You know, she ain't fit to my liking. She ain't even fit to my, hey, excuse me, Queen.
Still on her.
I'm talking to this woman right here. Well, I could look anyway. I could look anyway. I could look any way I want to. You know? But yeah, can y'all give her balloon back though? Yeah, do you want your balloon back, Queen? We're not talking to you,
Queen,
sweetheart.
Queen, the queen shit,
already
man.
been- I already let you know. I'm not interested in. You got more hair on your arms than me, baby. But
Oh my
anyway.
god.
Okay. So he's saying get your balloon back, but how you feeling him?
I'm not gonna give my balloon back.
Oh my god, another ad. Are you still watching the
thing
video?
without the fucking?
What was his reaction?
I think these guys are kind of ruining it. Honestly, it's like, bro, I get it. It's a reaction video. You gotta add your own shit. But
So
god
we
damn.
do still have.
Well, that's what I'm talking
2
over there.
balloons.
We'll put our reaction over there.
Do we still
but,
have 2
yeah.
balloons? No.
Oh!
Let's go over here.
Ab
That's
and
all you
Preach
to
have
say.
good
That's all I
videos,
had to
though.
ask. So
I'm not
can
gonna
we
hate on
have your name and age and why you ended up popping?
My name is Kayla. I'm 23. Originally, I was not gonna pop my balloon because I know a lot of them popped it because he was being, I guess, arrogant. But to me, I like my man that's not gonna sit in every girl's face.
She likes to be
and,
choked in bed.
complimenting them,
Translation,
So I didn't
she likes
find
to be
that
choked in
offensive to
bed.
me, but when they started what was going on, I'm
But there's a
very,
line you
I
can't
don't want to say
cross.
I'm argumentative, but I don't want my man to argue back with me because
I'm
then I feel like it's
argumentative,
gonna
but don't
always be a
argue
problem.
with
That
me.
was the only reason why I
What?
popped my balloon.
Yeah, he felt the same way. Like, what? What is this logic?
I don't want my man to argue back with me. Yuck. What is that? What I hate about that?
Because it means that there's no ground. It kind of, the subtext of that is that she's always right. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't want someone to argue with
Yep.
you. Sometimes you're going to be wrong and we're going to have to discuss it. The final maybe is a bad choice of words.
It is a
but
bad
there's
choice of
difference
words.
between arguing and bickering.
But it's a
That was
revealing
bickering.
choice of
That was
words.
not arguing. Okay.
A very
Like the
revealing
argument, when we have
choice
an
of
argument
words.
And you go back and forth.
She wants
It
you
sound like she
to do what she
toxic.
says and
wants
shut the
somebody
fuck
to
up.
be on her level. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's what she wants.
I think it's.
I've met women like that. There are women.
I mean, I can only go.
A lot of women.
But we could, yeah.
But then with me, you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not.
Ain't no way.
They made memes. They made memes of him dressed as a Ninja Turtle. It went viral. It's a Ninja Turtle.
She's like, since you're doing that, I'm gonna roast you.
Oh my God.
He kind of looked like a Ninja Turtle, though. Cowabunga dude.
Yeah.
All right, Queen.
I bet he smiles like this.
She said that shit and it killed me.
Yeah, well.
Hey, go for it, bro.
You need to relax. You stocky as hell. And I was trying to be respectful, but like you was really coming out like I didn't like it.
Half the girls on that stage are physically afraid of
He
him.
must have edited out whatever he said to her.
Yeah, there was a jump cut there.
Because he didn't go at her.
But he did. It just there
And
was
we
a
didn't
cut.
see it. Yeah, there was a cut. There was a cut.
But I don't want my man to argue back with me because then I feel like it's gonna always be a problem. That was the only reason why I popped my balloon because I was just like, dang. But then with me, you guys
see?
Yeah.
Yay! So they cut some shit
That's
out.
not where the conversation
I
went.
want to hear what this motherfucker said for her to react like this.
I didn't like it. I'm
Because
from
she
the
just
South
went
and
to
I
a
can
completely
handle,
different
like,
topic out of
a lot
nowhere.
of criticism and stuff like that, but the way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably
He
got
argued
it
back
later
with her
on, and
hard,
it's just not
and
giving anymore.
something wasn't
Well, let me
YouTube
say
approved,
this,
so they cut
Queen,
it
I'm a
out.
licensed plumber.
So, and I do real
hold on.
estate.
I live downtown. I live
Nothing
downtown.
compared to me.
I stay by myself, Queen.
Queen,
Bad haircut,
and ad again.
No problem. Chicks love a cool hat. A bad cut is harder to.
It's
You know,
ridiculous,
and you're
dude.
not
It's a
even
20-minute
qualified to
video.
be even
You
dealing
say
with
everybody
me.
not qualified.
Does it need 6 ad breaks?
That line is getting kind of old. She's not.
Tim, you definitely not. You know, if anything, it was one of these two. I wasn't even looking your way. You
And the
ain't
one
my
that you
type.
wanted popped
If I
out
seen, that's fine.
So what?
That is totally fine.
Okay.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank.
He can pull 100,000 out the bank.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Get this man off the stage.
When she said, "Get this man out of here," she's like, "About."
Oh.
You know, like,
Every girl up there is roasting him.
Somebody's a loser based on how they react to a rejection.
Yes.
It is not
You
going
gotta
well for this
flash Your
man.
money, your car, your place after a girl says no, you already lost.
Yes.
And it's like that old adage says, right? When you see fight with a pig, to everyone who's looking outside, it looks like two pigs fighting in the mud.
And the pig enjoys it.
Right? It's just, you never gonna win this in the actual grand scheme of things. You're just doing it because your ego a little bit busted. Is it good entertainment? Absolutely. But if would I recommend anybody do this? Absolutely not. You don't gain anything from this. You look less attractive to all the women looking
No.
for good reason.
I mean, it's entertaining,
And
but you only do what he's doing when you no longer care about getting with any girl in that
If we can
room.
have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Esther. I'm 23.
When you
And
now you're
Esther,
just doing it for fun.
You still have your balloon unpopped.
Like you do that for you and no
Are
one
you
else.
done?
Oh, yeah, I'm done with the rest of
Oh,
that.
am I done? Are
And
you?
now we can talk, right?
In a real way.
Okay. What do you look
Oh
for?
my God, that smile,
I
dude.
look-
What are you looking for?
He does look like a Ninja
woman,
Turtle.
Like I said, that's not going to be promiscuous. A woman that's going to be consistent.
I don't think he knows
A
what that
woman
word
that
means.
has a career and things going for herself, because I had the same thing going for myself.
Okay.
You know, as well. I don't need a woman to
Button your
give me
fucking
her
shirt
money, or anything. I'm just looking for devotion and some loyalty. That's all, and some honesty.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, certainly.
Oh,
yes,
here we
ma'am.
go.
I'm a God-fearing man. I practice monotheism. You know, I won't tell you what I identify as religion-wise, but we can get to that at a later date. and
That's a
time.
cop-out answer.
You know, if you
That's a
choose
him
to,
scared if he says the
leave
wrong
here with
thing,
me.
he's gonna lose it.
Okay. Do you know the Bible says that love is kind?
Yes, certainly.
Ooh.
Or are you here to just
I'm,
insult
I'm trying to
everyone?
create a family. You know, that's what I aspire to do.
I wanna fuck.
You're good?
Sure, we're good.
Oh, okay. All right. Any questions for her?
No, not at all.
Oh. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Do you want kids?
I do. You
How old
gonna
are
give
you
me
again?
some?
Oh God, you gonna give me some?
35.
Wait.
This nigga look.
How old do you think he is?
Go like 42.
42? Okay, they're guessing 30s. Let's see.
Looks like he's 35 going on 45.
Yes.
What's your age?
He looks like
What age?
He is 33.
I think you should have gone for 38.
What are you?
I'm 29.
Damn, bro.
That man is aged like milk. That man is aged.
I mean, if he stays that for a fucking long time, I guess he wouldn't have aged like milk. But...
No, he is living proof. If he looks like that now, he is living proof black do crack.
Good Lord.
God damn, I look younger than you. I'm 42.
Apparently, black do crack.
Yeah, black do crack.
That shit is crazy. Apparently,
My wife
black
didn't
do
know.
crack.
I'm just throwing that out there. I made a good investment.
Hey, you know what? We invested.
So did she. I haven't aged either. What you see here, this is what I look like in high school, baby.
If that man's 28,
I'm like Paul
then baby,
Rudd.
I'm proud.
Okay. I don't age.
I'm proud, and I'm going to stay proud.
God damn.
All of it, love, all ages age.
This is the new look right here.
Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely going to get pictured out of context.
I don't give a fuck.
Relax.
Take it easy. I don't give a shit.
That is crazy. Man said
29.
29.
Crazy.
God damn.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You know, we might as well get up out of here right now.
Well, let's
Yeah.
step on over here. Let's step that way real quick for me. Step.
Another ad break.
Okay.
All these girls are looking at her like, honey.
No, what are you doing?
That they probably singing that Toni Braxton song to themselves. He wasn't man enough for me.
No, what are you doing? Why you gotta be with a dusty? That's what they thinking.
All right, so it seems like there's a little vibe here. So is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
God says save souls, so yeah.
Oh.
Hell yes for me.
Okay, we got
Oh, but you ain't Jesus, woman. Don't put that responsibility on your shoulders.
They clapping like stupid.
See you on the first 48.
All right.
All this.
I'm gonna stop. Wait, what is it?
Clout chasing got me fired from work.
Oh yeah, let's just job.
And I'm good at it, and they got that taken from me. Y'all are sick. They called the company 500 X's
times.
Oh, 500 times. My bad. 500 times and are messing up business. Well, you're a certified plumber. You don't need to work for a company. You could work for yourself.
Hey, listen, man.
All right, I'm gonna stop there because there's an update video about the aftermath
from his job because of that.
There's an aftermath video, to tell how everything went. I mean, yeah, the job thing. Yeah, he got fired from his job for that. I mean, I don't agree with the guy getting fired from his job, but there's a lot of information he's leaving out. So, like, is that the actual reason you were fired, or is there more to this story? Like, did they call you in for a meeting, you mouthed off and pissed someone off, and they just said, fuck it, get rid of him? Like, did they fire you with just out of the blue, or was there a conversation happening? Yeah, like, there's a lot we don't know. So I never jump straight to the believe shit at face value thing, because if that's the kind of attitude he has over simple rejections from strangers in a controlled environment where he's supposed to be on his best behavior, and he's not actually that mad, he's just a little salty, how do you think he's going to react when his fucking job is on the line because of shit he said on a show and they call him into a meeting about it and confront him on it? How do you think that meeting would have went? Because sometimes you can pop an attitude with the wrong boss or the wrong higher up, and they'll fire you just because they don't want to fucking deal with you anymore. It may not have been the phone calls. They might have been willing to overlook that. But because you couldn't behave properly, you cost yourself the job. So, yeah, there's a lot of information that's left out there. But let me go back up. We're going to get the update video. So before I do the update video, I have to ask you. Just saw this man match with that girl. She's on a mission. Save this man. This poor lost soul. And tell me, Waffle, how do you think that mission went?
I think she broke up with him.
How long? Okay, let's place the bets now.
Let's go.
Let's place the bets.
2 hours.
Okay, I was gonna say, how long do you think that relationship lasted? Like how many dates do you think they got to? 1, 2, 3? But you're saying 2 hours. They made it to the 2 hour mark. Let's I'm gonna get back to the search bar here. Let me pull up a search bar. Hold on.
Left side of the screen.
Yeah.
There's a little arrow that says playlist.
Wait, where is this? Oh, let's see what you're talking about.
I mean, it's right there. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, where?
I can stream it, but
Right where? Huh?
Right.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, hold on. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not full screen. Is this close? No. I mean, it's got a little search bar right here. Okay, I'm just gonna redo the activity. Just leave the activity. You leave that one. I'll just start a new one. Fuck it. I don't feel like going full screen because I got everything set up to show up on stream a certain way. I don't want to have to redo it. All right. Let's go. Start from scratch. It'll give me the search bar. And there. Let's do it that way. Let's start from scratch. All right, here we go. All right. Any other guesses? Did you?
I'm gonna stick with my guns. 2 hours.
I mean, any other guesses about this man, about this Ninja Turtle? Like, do you think he's just a guy that doesn't handle rejection well, or do you got any other? Like, what have we?
I assume he's a fucking douchebag.
Okay.
So who the hell knows what he's gonna do?
Let's find out.
I assume like maybe beat her or something.
Mellow mushroom, a higher order of pizza.
Yeah, sure.
But then again, it doesn't mean anything. I know some people that are felons, and
that was him. Well, that's him a little bit younger.
Yeah, when he was younger.
Yeah. Advertised. He basically set up a Craigslist thing. Basically robbed someone. Oh yes. So ended up going to jail for that. But people can't change just because you were a felon in the past.
Okay, pause that so you can read that. You reading his rap sheet here? You reading his rap sheet here? So he's a felon. Because he set up Craigslist ads to catfish people, and when they would meet up with him for whatever fake thing he was selling or pretending to be, he would rob them at gunpoint. And he got caught, and he is now a felon for armed robbery. And when they caught him, he had enough drugs on him to reach into the realm of drug trafficking with the intent to sell. The added intent to sell part makes me believe that he was putting Craigslist ads out for selling drugs and then robbing people trying to buy drugs from him. Probably because, if I had to guess, this is kind of a known thing, but the safest people, criminals will often tell you, the safest people to rob is to rob people during during an illegal exchange. Because no one, like, you rob the guy who's going to buy drugs from you because he's already there to do something illegal. So he's probably not going to call the cops and snitch on you because then he'd also be snitching on himself. So that's usually considered like the safest kind of person to rob. And that's how these things happen. He's a super dumbass, though, if he was putting ads on Craigslist to sell drugs. Like, your dealer has a fucking Craigslist ad. Anyway, yeah, you do something that's stupid, you're gonna get caught. He got caught. Looks like he caught 3 charges. Carrying with the intent to sell, the armed robbery, and then possession of paraphernalia. So he probably had, like a bong or a pipe or something on it as well. They probably dropped the paraphernalia charge. Usually when they tack on an extra bullshit charge like that, that seems really small compared to the other 2. They tack that one on for it to be dropped as part of a deal because they want you to get nailed to the wall for the other two. So if they had only charged him for the other two and they were going to give him a plea deal, they'd have to charge one of those two big charges. So they tack on a small charge so that when they give you a quote-unquote plea deal, you think you're getting off light because they dropped the light charge. The light charge was never meant to be enforced. It was there to be dropped. That's usually the mentality behind putting on a little bullshit charge like that on top of a already big rap sheet. But anyway, tip of the iceberg here. Where do you think it goes from here?
I mean, you can't grow out of it. Even but more recently, he had an emergency protective order filed against him by another woman who was basically saying this motherfucker's crazy. And so she went to the judge and got an emergency protective order. But
baby mama filed a protective order against him for domestic violence.
If you see someone like that, I wouldn't be surprised of X, Y, and Z. You said exactly.
But it gets worse.
I mean, he claims.
He claims he lost his
You
job.
remember he was arguing with that one girl. And she was like, "Oh, you probably live with your roommate." He's like, "I could pull out 100K now."
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same?
And now
he got to GoFundMe
for 10,000.
Check that shit out. Loses his job because of this appearance. Now that we know more information, there's people who are like cancel culture, cancel culture. Here's what I think happened. He was a plumber, a licensed plumber. They probably didn't do a background check on him. They probably saw he was a licensed plumber. Licensed plumbers are probably not the biggest pool of people to hire from. So if you get one that looks as capable as him, has the license, needs a job, and your company hiring a new plumber, it's probably hard to find another licensed plumber. So they probably just hired him. Didn't do the background check. Video comes out. Calls start coming in. People know him, claiming he has protective orders against him. He's got a felony charge on his record. He's got armed robbery, a violent felony charge on his record, which is usually a deal breaker for most employers. And then they probably checked into it. So he probably didn't get fired because of the calls. But you got fired because you were a man who should have been keeping your head low, and you went on a TV show. I don't blame the people calling for that. Usually I blame the people calling if you're trying to get someone fired for their job just over a YouTube video. I don't think this was over a YouTube video. I think this was oh, we didn't know you were a felon. We gave you a chance, and now we can't pretend like we don't know you're a felon anymore. 500 people have told us. So now they're legally on the hook if they don't. Like, they're not going to be liable for a felon. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Don't fucking commit felon. Don't fucking commit felonies, guys. Your job options are extremely fucking limited when you have a felony on your record. You can lie on your application, and you might get lucky and they won't do a background check. But eventually, they'll find out, and your job could be taken away from you at any moment. YouTube show or not. Just don't commit felonies. I don't know what to say. Felonies are pretty big charges. It's not a long list of crimes that qualify for them. And I think it's pretty easy to live your entire life without committing any of those crimes. So, just personal take. But anyway, he opens a GoFundMe for 10 grand. You can see in the screenshot it's got 13 grand now. What do you think he did with that money?
Strippers.
Oh, good guess. Let's see what he did. Yeah, he does look like a stripper type, doesn't he?
This dude's a fraudster. And you know what? He did the same thing with the ex.
One time he was really, really mad at me and through the text-free app because I had his number blocked. He texted me a picture of his bank account, which this is the receipt. His name right there, Aaron. I don't know what pro extra member means. I have no idea what all of this means. Supposedly this was his...
Quick question before I let her finish explaining this. Looking at that receipt, have you ever printed a receipt of your bank statement? Have you ever gotten like...
Offer me every time.
I mean, have you ever gotten it and looked at it? Because there's only like two real places you can get it from. You get it from the bank or you get it from an ATM. Like when you check your balance and shit. Like that's it. What do you think that looks like though? And...
like one of these shitty old receipts.
You think it looks like that?
I mean, Wouldn't be surprised.
Because I looked at that, and I kind of immediately knew what it was. Well, I had an idea. I was wrong on the exact use of it, but I was right on what it was.
HomeDepot.com.
There you go.
What the
You got it. You got it. You figured it out. So that's not the money in his bank account. That's a receipt showing all the money that the company has spent. That's tax paperwork. I claim shit on taxes too. I try to get every deduction I can. That's his plumbing company claiming all the tools they bought over the last year from Home Depot for a write-off on their taxes. That's not the money in his bank account. That's the money his company spent on tools. And he sent that to a chick as his fucking bank statement. Oh, God.
So she don't know what this receipt is, but he's basically saying,
Yeah, he dates dumb women, obviously.
Folks in the comments,
But she didn't
like,
figure it out.
That's not a bank statement. That's a contractor statement for how much they've spent at Home Depot this year. Because he works for a company, so he gets. So he ain't got no bread. He just lying, bro. 21 hours.
And there's what he did with the GoFundMe money.
The man played y'all.
You were correct.
Who donated, everyone who vouched for him, everyone who said this dude is a stand-up guy, bro. He asking y'all for water while he's out here making it rain. Now, does that make sense? Now it's not your fault.
And he dressed up as a Ninja Turtle. He's playing into the meme to try to get more money. He's trying to get internet famous off of it now.
Dude, a fraud. Not only he's a felon, not only has he had protective orders filed against him, not only does he have his ex just airing him out for being a stalking piece of shit, we also got video evidence of this dude being on the show and being a straight weirdo. And now he got to go for. How you gonna be saying I could pull out $100K, but you asking for a GoFundMe? And you know what it was?
Yeah, I got money, baby, but please give me more. I need it so bad.
Bro, y'all probably get scammed by this dude, and he's loving the fact
he's a
that
scammer.
To get a bit of money to recoup for his stupid fucking mistakes.
No, I don't feel bad that a scammer lost his job.
She's airing him out for. Did you see?
It's not cute.
Because he got called out after exposing
this
himself.
man that claims to be very godly and studies the Bible and, you know, practices this religion, put sugar in my gas tank.
Oh my God.
Mellow mushroom, a higher order of pizza.
Tracked my car, put a phone to record me in my car. Everybody had to walk me to my car after work to make sure that I made it. And the girls would text me, hey, did you make it? Again, it's a clinic full of girls. So that was a red flag number 2. And then one time
This is how he treats his queens.
And he calls me and he's like, how did I know you were outside? So that in my head was like, circles are already turning.
Oh, they finally started turning? Yeah, he doesn't date the brightest women.
My job, like, don't break up with me, don't do this, like, I'll change. I thought I was gonna catch you doing something. And I was like, how did you know I
Answer me a
was
question
outside,
first.
right?
I'm gonna stop right there. That's TBT's type, right?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to nail down TBT's type. It seems.
Call her fat. I don't even think she's that bad.
No, she's not.
TBT's
I'm not.
standards of women is unrealistic and pretty.
That's what you have.
Ideals,
Men who can't get women pretend to have those standards as an excuse for why they can't get women. If that bitch hit on him in real life, he would be all for it. I guarantee it. Those aren't real standards. No man has that real standard. No normal man. I'll take that back. Jeff Bezos can have those standards. TBT can't have those standards. I can't have those standards. You can't have
I'll
those
notice
standards.
this. He's into, like...
I was more commenting on her.
He would rather, like, bone skinny than curvy skinny in any, like... or even, like, curvy like this. Like, this isn't bad by any means.
Yeah, you
totally
are
reasonable.
Right, but you're confusing preference with standard. Having a standard is saying, I won't do anything less than this. I don't believe for a second he wouldn't do that. That chick right there, don't believe for a second he wouldn't do that.
Hold on, we can ask him.
Pull up the stream and see if that's doable right there, that chick.
I added him. I don't know if he'll.
My because I can tell you right now, for me, every girl on that stage but one could get it. But my standards are more based on personality. Like, I gotta talk to you for a minute first. Like, obviously I have looks preferences, but those looks preferences aren't, like, they're on a spectrum. Like, there's a range. It doesn't have to be this thing. It can be anything in this range if I like you enough. So my standards are tied to you as a person, your personality. Looks for me are a like spectrum. There's like a certain point I won't go past, sure, but I'm a little more forgiving in the looks department, because looks will fade. Maybe it's just coming with my old age, but yeah, the looks will fade. But you are always going to be you. So that's the part I got to get. That's the part I'm going to deal with 90% of the time. 95% of the time, you're dealing with that girl's personality. You're dealing with the girl. That other 5% of the time, y'all might actually be in bed. Like, the rest of the time, when you're not in bed, now you got to put up with all the other stuff. So, like, that for me just outweighs it. But anyway, like, this is the way this guy treats his queens. And I was more commenting on her personality when I said, is that more TBT speed? The fact that she's kind of an airhead. This girl's not that bright. She's kind of gullible. She's kind of an airhead. And she's, you know, easy to... You can just tell her what she wants to hear and probably get what you want out of a girl like this. I mean, the internet had to tell her that the receipt he sent her a picture of with HomeDepot.com at the bottom of it wasn't a bank statement. And then she's going through a story now where he's put sugar in her gas tank. He's clearly been stalking her at her job, because he will call her and tell her where she's physically located at her job when he's calling her. So clearly he can see me right now. Like, he's doing all these red flag things, and she still hasn't seen the red flag yet. She still thinks this is loving behavior. So she's not the brightest pixel on the screen, is what I'm saying. But yeah, she's just hit the tip of the iceberg on all the stuff. Like, listen to the sheer amount of shit he had to do before she was like, wait, you're not a good person. Like, it took her this much shit to figure it out.
He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was like, I was done. So he would always be like, you're so broke, like you can't afford me, like just shit like that. When he'd get mad, he'd say the most, but then go and apologize and cry about it.
This dude was incredibly controlling and invasive.
Yeah,
she was afraid for life. She ended up
those are typically the kind of girls the red pill guys go after. The girls that they can like easily fool, and the gullible girls who will just take whatever they say at face value because they feel like they can control them.
Dude probably ain't worth shit.
That's very much a red pill Andrew Tate kind of guy thing.
Does he deserve to lose his job? No. I don't advocate for people to go.
So that's why I asked.
We don't even know if it's the reason why he lost his job was because of that show.
Yeah, you don't even know. First of all, you don't even know if he actually had that plumbing job. He could have been lying about the job.
That he lost his job because y'all were calling. Maybe
he might not even have that job. He could have lost that job months before he went on the show. He could have just been faking it.
XYZ.
Like the point is, the man's untrustworthy. Very untrustworthy.
I think it's just a sympathy pool. But I mean, the update didn't surprise.
Yeah, this is all just fuel for his GoFundMe. He was just setting up for the GoFundMe.
Everything we learned.
He's a fucking scam artist, dude.
Other exes were coming out. When you have this many people airing you out, when you got a criminal history, you just can't be given that kind of leeway to be like, yo, maybe, just maybe. You know damn well none of these motherfuckers would show even half as much grace to a woman with a criminal history, with all these things, all these exes airing her out, all this stuff that she's been proven to be fraudulent about. So why are they giving so much benefit doubt? Why? Because it's a dude? They'll say stuff like, oh, these guys are simping for women. Okay. So we got women saying we're simping for men when we say stuff. And then we got these guys saying we're simping for women. Says the truth is
Schrodinger's comedian.
If you disagree with me, it must be because you're being disingenuous or you're trying to make a business decision. Or maybe
quit reading the comments, Ab.
Men,
We're reading the comments.
if I see weirdo behavior, it just is.
So all the red pill
But you
guys
don't
are coming out the
wanna- you can't
woodwork to
believe
defend
that I
this dude.
disagree with you. You think because you've been a fan
And
for
he's
some time that
very
we're gonna
clearly
align
just a piece of
100%? If
shit.
you don't, oh, it's a business
Like
decision.
reading the comments on Twitter. I'll send you the tweet. In fact, you can find it on my Twitter under replies. Someone made a cartoon of him as a Ninja Turtle, and the number of dudes replying to that. And I don't know if they're going to cover it on this, but I learned a lot from just roasting people in those comments. Because I made a lot of comments, but let's see
Hi, my name is Karma.
if they go over that in this.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to say the pop in the balloon property. Got you. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or I wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show, you know?
What do you call a fake pizza?
And we got another ad. Christ.
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual.
The feeling
She
is
was
definitely
asked why,
mutual,
and
Queen.
all she said was, I feel like there's not attraction there, and if we're gonna date, I feel like that's important. If that's disrespect for you,
then
stop dating.
No.
That's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
You know, absolutely.
You did me. I'm sorry, but the definitely just alone, I can understand. I'm still on what I said. The definitely mutual, I'm like, that's sort of strike.
It's a little petty, but okay,
And
yeah,
then
sort of a strike.
On top, if you put both together,
that's crazy. All the women picked up on it, right?
Yeah,
Because
watch her. The fucking girl holding the microphone looks like she literally got slapped in the face with ignorance. Look at this. Like as soon as he said it, that's the look of someone who just got slapped with ignorance. She was like, oh God, the ignorance. Oh. Like you said something so ignorant, she had a physical reaction to it. Oh my God, dude.
the extra mile. Anyone who says otherwise, I don't think you got social skills. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you think they're even at this point, you lost.
Let's go ahead. All right, we gotta pop over here. If we can have
she watched him walk away, and then she was thinking about it. Which her jaw was like when he did that, and then it's kind of if she forgot to pop her balloon because he was like being off, and then he walked away like, oh wait.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tiara. I'm 22.
Okay, and why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made didn't really. I like a more humble person, not someone that responds so defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really necessarily like
That's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just all I can do is be honest.
She's a very non-confrontational person.
To find a match.
She looks like a sweet girl.
Matching. That's all, Queen.
And also,
yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Like her mannerisms and stuff. She is physically afraid of this man.
She all right, you know.
She is
You're not really
uncomfortable
my
as
type.
hell
I don't
right
mean to
now.
Be disrespectful.
No disrespect.
You know, but if I
She
see
is
you in public, I wouldn't
trying to
reach
keep
out
this
to you.
monster in front of her
Yes, ma'am.
calm.
It's not
Jesus.
because you say not to be disrespectful, that you're not being disrespectful.
Hey, he didn't say. He said she's definitely not my type, not to be disrespectful. Okay, that's fine. He has to add an extra comment. If I was walking around, there's like no way I would ever approach you.
Also bullshit. I don't believe that for a minute.
That was the definition of doing too much.
All right.
There's no way you wouldn't approach that girl.
Pop
She's fucking
balloon over
gorgeous.
Here, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I popped my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful. Like, I don't know, arrogant, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voice
She's
of
got
my
a temper.
opinion is not arrogant. You know, she asked me if she would be a good fit for me, if I like what I
can
see,
hear it.
You know,
That girl's holding back a temper right now.
So
Of course.
that's all I can do is just state what I see. I don't.
There's so
that's
much she
not
wants to
a
say that
good
she's
look for
not.
Me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me a favor as well.
Yeah.
He looked, while he's saying that, he's also looking down on them.
And he's looking.
Yep, he's still
down,
looking at
he's
their
looking at
bodies.
Their bodies like this.
Ugh.
Anybody who
He's
has
so
normal
fucking
civil
creepy.
conversation does not do that unless they're going to be incredibly disrespectful. All this
Like
stuff,
he is
like if a woman
purposefully
rejected a
not.
man,
Like he
she's
just
looking up,
doesn't
that's
care
like,
if he gets
nah,
caught
you're
because
not
it's
up to
he's
snuff.
doing it as.
I realized that he
Holy
was
shit.
just a douchebag from the moment.
I mean, he's doing it as a
I can't
fuck
take
you.
guys seriously when you guys are pretending and you guys are
Like
going
now
through
that I
this
know
shit,
I'm not getting you, I don't care if you catch me checking you out. Fuck you. I'm gonna look
Y'all
now,
being
bitch.
weird, and it's not
Yeah,
because it's a man
that's
or
his
a woman,
attitude
it's
about
just
it.
The fact that they're being disrespectful.
The
It is what it
the
is.
girl could come up to you and be like,
Which is weird because he's doing it while telling them they're not good enough.
yeah, no.
It's so, God, it's so
No,
obvious how.
you did me a favor,
Oh,
sir.
it's super douchebaggy.
Come on, B.
Crazy.
That'd be fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Are they just
Listen,
going
as
back
a
through the
man, you
video
go up to
now?
Women, you looking them up and down like they're a piece of meat, and just staring them down like,
I'm hoping they'll get to the one last thing.
If you think that's normal, then that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
You know damn well if that was somebody that was in your life and a man was just sizing her up, looking at, and he looks for a while. He doesn't glance. He be staring. You would know.
Yeah,
like,
they counted out. He looks for like a solid 5 seconds.
Not say anything.
Yeah.
Not say anything.
Just to give y'all an idea of what that looks like.
Someone would look.
5 seconds to someone.
If he would have looked at you like that,
2,
it would have been a problem. Yo, you want some beef, bro? You
4,
would have jumped right there.
That long. You saw a girl doing that to your. If you saw a guy doing that to your girl in real life, just standing there doing that, that's long enough for you to be like, damn it, I gotta say something. Like, dude, their problem? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a what the fuck moment.
And then to reject someone afterwards, you definitely doing the most.
Yeah. Also, what I have to say is, it's
yeah,
not what you say.
I don't know if it's them going through it again, but
it's not what you say.
Anyway, which I learned. I can't remember if I learned that in the Twitter comments or the video. That's why I was watching the video again at the end there to see. But yeah, I wanted you to see his rap sheet, and then if you guys want to see the rest of the video, check out Abba and Preach channel. By the way, their reaction cuts, it's pretty good. Although this one does seem like they're just kind of retreading the same video over at the end here. But to answer your question as to how long the date lasted at the end, because that was everyone's big defense for him on Twitter, was all the Red Pill guys was going, yeah, I mean, y'all saying he took an L, but it's a W. He took the best looking one home with blah, blah, blah. Like, they're trying to say because he left with the girl, he still won. To be clear, he did not leave the building with that girl. That relationship did not make it to its first date. It was over 10 minutes later. It lasted 10 minutes. The girl got in an argument with him almost immediately after. I don't know what he said. He started popping off, like, accused her of being promiscuous because he saw her. Basically, he got jealous immediately before the first date. He saw her talking to the show's producer and got jealous because the producer's a guy. Accused her of being promiscuous. They got in an argument, and she canceled their date.
Damn, not even 2 hours. 2 minutes.
Yep, he made it maybe 10 minutes. Like, as the show was wrapping up, she's talking to the producer, and he's like, nah, Queen, you can't be talking to other men. Like, he already is trying to enact that control when you haven't even had the first date yet. Like, he's treating this show like he's at a fucking... Like, he's at an arranged marriage auction and like, oh, I get to take one of these home. I just get to, like, he's fucking shopping for a woman. One of these is going to be mine. Like, he's acting like, oh, well, if they said yes, they're mine. I get them forever now. Like, it's an arranged marriage. No. She can just not go through with it. And that's what happened. Which... good on her. I know she wanted to, quote unquote, save him, and she was trying to give him a benefit of the doubt he clearly did not deserve. But she dodged a Super Mario-sized bullet on that one. Because one quick Google search of this man's name brings up his rap sheet, brings up his mugshot, brings up the fucking local news, the fucking local news clips of them talking about catching the Craigslist, whatever, they had a name for him, Craigslist something. It brings up his rap sheet. It would bring up the protection order filed against him. It would bring up his exes. They've all, like, spoken out against him. There's, like, multiple girls will warn other girls about this man. It's not hard to find it. Like, he apparently was a little famous before, so it sounds like he's the kind of guy who should have been keeping his head low if, you know, he was lucky enough to get a high-paying plumbing job, if he's not lying about that. If he was lucky enough to get that job, because he did, you know, try to get his shit together. To his credit, a little bit. He did try to get his shit together when he got out of jail, and he went and got his plumbing certification. So he's a certified plumber, and you found a place that actually would hire you, a certified plumber with a criminal record, which should have been... if you were a smart guy, should have been going, oh, if they hired me, that means they didn't do a background check. Because I'm guarantee you, he probably applied to a bunch of places and probably got turned down a lot. So you should have been on your best behavior and actually turning your shit around. But it doesn't sound like you learned a goddamn thing. You got comfortable and, you know, went right back to what you were doing. which then exposed your criminal record, which then made your employer go, oh, fuck, we accidentally hired a felon. And that's probably why they fired you. Probably had nothing to do with internet shit. It had to do with your own personal decisions, your track record, the decisions you made that led you to this point.